There's a whisper that's inside all of us that says, there must be more. There is more. There's an amazing, epic life that God has called us all to live. Jesus said, go and preach the gospel, heal the sick, raise the dead. We believe that He desires for His disciples to go out in the same way in this modern day.
The World Race is an 11-month mission trip to 11 different countries. We spend 1 month in each country working with the local churches and organizations to meet the needs of each community while spreading the gospel.
Ministry on the race looks a lot different from month to month.
We will preach in churches,
door-to-door ministry,
visit kids in orphanages,
do construction work,
minister to sex trafficking victims.
We do whatever it takes to bring God's kingdom to earth and share His love around the world.
And in the midst of serving, you learn that Jesus changes you way more than you could ever change the people that you come in contact with.
The World Race is an opportunity to come and find out who God is calling you to be and to start to implement that into your life.
We get the privilege of serving Him and making a difference, making an impact to 11 different countries for His kingdom and His glory.
The World Race is for people who want more than the 9 to 5 and more than the status quo.
It's the most challenging and the most rewarding thing that you will ever do.
The World Race is for people that are ready to leave their comfort zone, to love the way Jesus loves, and to live radically for the sake of the gospel. There's more out there than your hometown and where you grew up. God will use you to change the world.
Girls like to dance.
Oh man, this is incredible.
There's a generation that has heard the whisper, and they know that if they'll just step out, God will use them to build His kingdom.
Our route begins in Central America, focusing on the local children, working in hospitals and orphanages, and feeding the communities of the area. In Southeast Asia, the time is spent teaching English, aiding disaster relief, and helping human trafficking victims. In Africa, the racers partner with local churches, orphanages, and schools. And finally, in Eastern Europe, they're involved in building homes, education, and putting on summer camps for the youth of the region.
We find that by taking them for a year and giving them impossible things to do, where Jesus shows up and transforms what they thought was possible, they in turn change. It's a journey of initiation, and it's one that young people are responding to in droves. We're watching a generation rise up and say yes to adventure, yes to brokenness, yes to going to places that they never thought possible, externally and internally. And as they do so, we're watching them change the world, beginning with themselves.